Hey guys, Sean, Less Lethal for Dummies. Regulated TIPX. So I have gone and installed the factory regulator in this marker. So it has a working pressure relief valve, or PRV. So I've already wound the velocity adjuster in all the way. It's maxed. Testing with 9.9 gram riot balls to keep everything on board. I'll just be using the plug in the back. My GOG is a plug just to shoot this 12 gram. See where we're at, and then we'll go through a few other options like 16 gram and the 1000 PSI HPA that I ran the other day. All right, so puncture. It's this thing leaking again. You know what? When I reassembled this, I forgot to actually wind it out like I was doing previously. So let's just fire a couple of these and we'll see where it's at. 316. 284. 254. 12 gram don't last very long. Okay, I'm gonna go fix that. Okay, we're back again. I think I've made the correct adjustment here to mitigate that leak, which is kind of getting annoying at this point. I need to make a more permanent fix on that. I either need to buy the factory remote nipple, which I did have at one point and is, I don't know where it is now. So working through problems, it happens. 9.9 grams, stock valve, regulated, intact, pressure relief valve, 16 gram CO2, charge it up. No leaks. .316, it shot exactly the same as the 12 gram that was leaking, so it tells me at least that data is good. Pretty much performing identical. Except it held there. Holding pretty consistent on the 16 gram. What did I just learn there? Well, the regulator is holding maxed out, so the pressure relief valve is not relieving. And I have found that these newer style regulators that come in the TIPX do hold without any modification. I know some people have complained of them relieving, so it's a marker by marker thing. Let's try the 90 gram because I know that's what I actually really want to know. I got a sneaking suspicion that 90 gram is going to vent this PRV. 90 gram, 9.9 grams. This setup was sending 71 joules, which was 394 feet per second in a bypassed regulator. Will it hold? Will it get close to that number with an intact regulator? Let's find out. So we're gonna gas it up. Gassed up. $272. That's weird. 274. But what's not weird about that is that's where the 16 grams settled down on. So the regulator is doing a very good job regulating, but it is not allowing the kind of velocity that I was seeing when it was bypassed. So that's the short answer. And I actually thought it would do close to, or well, it's never the same, but I thought it would do closer than that, much closer than that. That's not even in the same realm. $274 with a 10 gram ball is still very good number. I would still consider that a less lethal velocity. A whole meg of those is gonna hurt. Let's try the HPA. HPA did 305 on this barrel. I don't think it's gonna do it. Last but not least, 1000 PSI output pressure HPA. This is the same bottle I used the other day in a bypassed, in this bypass marker with this barrel. It shot 300, 305. See what she does. Wow, that was weak. Weak. Not even close, and actually disappointing. Let me just grab my Allen wrench. So I'm going to make sure that this thing is maxed. Nope, she's maxed. Well, that was kind of disappointing with the stock valve and HPA. The TCR valve does do better, but a bypassed regulator on the TIPX with the stock valve does the best. So I guess I'm gonna have to do a video on that because this regulator that's in here was my newest one that I didn't want to do the bypass on it yet because, well, I had some videos to make. If you had no other option, what I did learn from this is this marker did perform best on CO2 with the stock valve, and the 90 gram I believe would probably last a very long time in this marker with proper regulation. I think it wouldn't be they wouldn't be so wasteful. So if you didn't have access to HPA, that would be a good option. So I guess the next thing is make a video showing how to bypass the reg and a TIPX. The newer ones are a little bit different in that, well, the one I previously did, I drilled and tapped to plug the PRV, which is the most important thing in this to deal with. All right, guys, that's it. Oh, that's not it yet. That really bugged me, the very low output on the HPA. So I'm just gonna double check that I used the right tank. I'm sure I did. This is the same tank, but you saw me test it the other day and it tested at 1,000. It looks to be about 925 PSI. Yeah, it has been sitting out in the cold garage, but really that velocity should have been a lot higher. It could also be a weak regulator spring. I do have like a box of them and I kind of just picked one out of there, but still not happy with that. Not on HPA anyways.